Hello everyone, welcome to my quick video on ShadowSense. I wanted to just walk you through, I'm going to do this eye. I've already completed this eye and eyebrow, if you can see the difference here. This eyebrow has ShadowSense to fill it in and this one does not. And look at that amazing difference. And same with my eyes. I've got eyeshadow on here, nothing on here. So I thought I'll just walk you through the really easy application of ShadowSense. So to start out, I'm going to fill this other brow in so they match. I'm going to use a mix of Garnet. I'm just going to dab some on my wrist like that, and Mocha Java. I'm going to mix the two of these just to kind of give me the color that I'm going for. And so I just take my brush and kind of dab it in and mix both of those a little bit together. There's a much you could always have like a palette and do it that way too, but I just like to wing it. So I've got that mixed up and I'm just going to go along and fill in along my natural brow line here and just fill that in just to give it more of an emphasis. It just helps it kind of pop and frame your eyes really nicely. And the ShadowSense is going to stay put. It is not going to rub off, sweat off, any of that. So it is really going to stay all day. And it's also sweat resistant. So that helps too if you're working out or outside, hanging at the beach, whatever you're up to. That will come in handy. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm just kind of filling in this area right here. I have a little bald spot in my brow right here, so it always makes it a little bit trickier to get it exactly how I'm wanting it. But look at that huge difference that it makes. Okay, I'm almost done. A little bit more of the Garnet. There we go. Okay. Make sure they're even. And again, you've heard maybe the saying, your brows aren't twins, they're sisters. So they're never going to be the exact same, but I like to get them just, you know, as close as I can. They're never gonna be identical, but you want them, you know, nice length out by your, and then starting here. So cool. All right, so that is ShadowSense in your brow, and it is going to hold up wonderfully, you guys. So there's that. And now let's move on. There we go, my bangs were bugging me. We're gonna move on to the eyeshadow. Okay, so what I did first step is I just put Sandstone Pearl all over my lid and just blended it in. You don't have to do that. I just had kind of some veins and whatnot I wanted to cover a little bit better today. So I used Sandstone Pearl, just blended that in. Next up, I want to try out, I had asked about a week ago if there were some colors that people wanted to see, and my lovely sister was curious in Shimmer Copper Rose. So I'm gonna try this out. So Bridget, this one's for you, and I'm loving it. It's on this eye, and I think it's super pretty. My usual go-to every day is Sandstone Pearl and Mocha Java Shimmer. So this is just a little bit more of a brighter pigment than Mocha Java. Let's see, where's Mocha Java Shimmer? So here's Mocha Java Shimmer, and then this is the Copper Rose Shimmer that I'm using today. So it's just a little bit brighter, but it's fun. Okay, so I've got it on my brush. What I did is I just take the wand out, and then I just do this to get the pigment on my brush. Okay, then I'm just gonna apply this like from the center of my eye and out. And you don't want the pigment to go above your crease here. You want to keep the darker color underneath that crease so that it opens up your eye. If you go above that, it gets a little bit trickier where it can make your eyes look smaller. So you really just want to stay from the crease down with the color. Now, if it was a lighter highlight color, you could go above the crease. But since this has, at least for me, has some pigment in it, I'm gonna keep that down here below. So I've got that part applied. Now I also, just for fun, because I had Garnet out already, I'm gonna use Garnet just in the very corner and kind of bring that up like I did over here just to give it some dimension. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to dab just a tiny bit right here on my wrist. And then I'm going to use just like this little flat crease brush and dab that in there and then apply it, because a little bit goes a long way. You can always come back in and add more. But a little bit goes a long way. Like look at the tiniest little bit. Okay. There we go. Again, keeping that below the crease is important. We don't want to darken the top. And again, just kind of making sure I've evened that out on both sides. But it gives it just a nice dimension, which is pretty fun. Okay, so then last but not least, I'm going to use Sandstone Pearl Shimmer just for this inside and kind of blend it into the Copper Rose. Just for fun little eye brightener. Let's see, I'm just gonna use this tiny little brush because I don't want a lot. And I want it in a very specific area. Again, I just dab it on, I brush it off onto my brush. Okay. Just kind of paint that in there, brighten that up. We'll blend it. As you can see, it just gives like a nice bright look. And I'm gonna go in and blend this a little bit more so it's not like so lines. We want to make sure everything is blended. So blend, blend, blend. Okay. I'm going to go back in with I didn't add any more product to my Copper Rose brush, but I can blend it just with the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. So there's not such a drastic line. That's looking nice, lined up with the other one over there. Okay. And then I have this other brush. I just kind of sometimes go back in and blend all over, just so it has like a nice diffused look. Okay, so there you can see I did Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, Copper Rose Shimmer, and Garnet on the outside. So my last little step that I'm going to do is take the Copper Rose Shimmer again, and I'm just gonna put it down here underneath my lash line just for fun, because I'm not gonna wear my usual go-to black liner today. Okay, so I've just got some on my little brush here. You can see it's not, like I said, a whole lot of product, just a little bit on there. And I'll put that just underneath here, underneath my lashes, just for a little something fun. It's the weekend, why not, right? Okay, cool. Just kind of brightens that up, something a little bit different. Okay. And then last but not least, I'm going to curl my lashes and put on mascara. You guys, one of my favorite go-to products ever, like in the makeup world, is an eyelash curler. I don't know how I ever lived without this before. When I was in high school, a sweet girl on my dance team told me about curling my eyelashes, and it was a game changer. I have never looked back ever since. So this is probably my favorite beauty tool. I don't know what I would do without it, because I naturally have long lashes. I'm very fortunate, but they're very straight. So this, total game changer. This one, I actually like the Tarte brand best, but when I went to buy it, it was sold out recently. So I got this, I think you say it, Shiseido, and it's pretty close. It's like a second place, but it still gets the job done. So curl your lashes. I like to curl my lashes before the mascara is on. I know a lot of people do it afterward, but I feel like I have better control and I can separate them easily when I put them on first. Okay, and then I'm also just using my favorite store brand mascara. I'm obsessed and love this stuff because I don't typically wear waterproof mascara. And Tinted, the mascara is amazing, but it's waterproof. So I wear that on days I'm going to be swimming or like boating or whatever, but my typical daily is this Maybelline Falsies Push-Up Angel. It's amazing. Okay, so real quick, I'll get some of that on. And I like it because it has this little brush that you can separate separate your lashes out with. So I'm just gonna put a quick coat of mascara on and I'll be good to go. So I hope this was helpful just to see some of the product used. And I'm gonna do a little bit down here on my lower lash. And just some of the different colors. So if there's other colors you guys really want to see maybe a tutorial on or just me swatching out for you, let me know. I would be super happy to do so. And real quick, let me just get a little mascara got up there. Okay, you guys, so there it is. I am done. It didn't take very long at all. And again, look at the difference in my brows just with that little bit of ShadowSense. And then the eyes, it's super fun. So hope you found this helpful and have a great rest of the day, you guys. Bye.